morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma, these are my allotment diaries. I can hardly talk because I'm so freezing today. It's actually -2 in London and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be an absolutely freezing day. I can already see my breath. Welcome if you are new to my channel. I would love for you to subscribe, click the little bell notification as well, and you will get a little notification come up on YouTube and on your email every time I put a vlog up. I'm trying to vlog 3 times a week now, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. It would be so great to have you along for my journey. This is my 3rd year on my allotment plot, and so I'm a bit of an expert now, so there's lots of things that I can actually be useful and contribute to you. Hopefully if you've got your first allotment plot, which a lot of people are getting at the moment, hopefully I've got some advice for you and you can just see what I'm up to. Obviously on a really cold day like this, there's not tons and tons of jobs to be doing. We certainly can't be planting out or sowing or anything, but I had to get here because it's just so beautiful in the frost and in the cold. So I'm going to have a little look around my plot and see what's happening and show you a few things, and hopefully we'll have some jobs to do today as well with some wood, which will be very exciting, isn't it? What a way to draw you in, eh? Some jobs with some wood. Brilliant. Can't think of anything more exciting. So welcome to a misty, not misty actually, it's very clear. That was completely wrong. I'll start that again. Welcome to a frosty morning, or frosty January morning on my allotment plot. Everything is covered in frost. And let's go and see what that means for the things we've got planted out. Just majorly struggling to get my words out today because it's so cold. My lips have like completely frozen. I love the crunch of the ground though in the frost, isn't it exciting? So I'll start with the sprouts, which have sort of disintegrated into themselves because of the frost. They do not like the frost, it seems. Not happy at all. Really beautiful in the frost though. Now somebody did tell me that you can actually eat the top leaves of sprouts, and they taste really delicious, so I am going to do that today. I didn't do it last time, no, but I am going to do it now, because my sprouts didn't really amount to very much at all. There they are under there, not great. I'll actually show you an example of sprouts that do look great. I keep using my neighbour's sprouts as an example, but her sprouts are they've just exploded and they are so massive and exciting, and she hasn't picked any of them. I'd love to pick some, but I won't. Let me show you her lovely sprouts. Look at these sprouts in comparison to like what I've managed to grow. And look, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprout plants, all with incredible sprouts. They have just done amazingly. She hasn't picked any yet, I don't think, and the tops are starting to die back and get eaten a little bit, but I mean look, they go right up to the top in there. Absolutely incredible. Somebody on the comments as well, I can't remember your name, sorry, gave me a really great piece of advice and basically said the height that the plant will grow to is how much space the plant needs between other plants. So if a sprout grows to 4 foot, then it needs about 4 foot between each of his friends, and it's just a really easy way of remembering that wall. I mean, she's not done that, but this is a brand new raised bed, so I can imagine it's just absolutely full of nutrients and just not many slugs and snails, though they've obviously found it now. Or it could be the pigeons, actually. Pigeons like to eat the tops of sprouts. This looks a bit like pigeon work. I can sort of imagine them swooping down and having a munch on these. They must be really delicious, the top leaves, so I'm definitely going to try them, because if the pigeons like them, I'll probably like them too. I don't know why that's a rule, but it is a rule now, so there we go. But anyway, that's an example of some really good sprouts, unlike mine, which just didn't really amount to anything. Slightly concerned about the broad beans. Let me show you the broad beans. Oh gosh, they've just completely frozen solid. Totally frozen solid. Oh. This is an interesting fact. Before I had an allotment plot, I didn't realise that there were different levels of frost. So you can have a light frost, which is where things are just lightly coated in a nice icing, sugary dusting of frost, and everything looks very beautiful. And then you can have what we've had last night, which is a hard frost, and that essentially means that everything is just frozen solid. Everything. That's the kind of frost that crunches under your feet and freezes big puddles. This is definitely a hard frost, and this is what it's done to my broad beans. Totally and completely frozen them to the absolute core. Every single one of them has just flopped over and frozen solid. I hope they can come back from this. I think they might. I have a feeling that broad beans are a lot stronger than we give them credit for, and I really honestly think they will probably come back from this, so I'm not going to panic about them just yet, but I mean, they're not looking the happiest that I've ever seen them, do you know what I mean? Just while I remember this, because I'm going to forget imminently, if you've got any water sources for birds, like if you put out water dishes or if you have a wildlife pond or anything, don't forget to smash it open when it ices over like this, because otherwise it's not doing anyone any good. And I'm assuming any creatures will sort of be trapped underneath the ice. I don't know if that bothers them, but I feel like it would bother me. I don't like being trapped. We've already discussed my issues of being trapped if you saw my last vlog. So I'm going to just smash open the pond now. So I got given these great big pieces of wood, or I had them, because we're getting our bathroom renovated and everything's come on big pallets, so I've got loads of pallets at home to bring over here, and these great big long pieces of wood came. I don't know if you can see them from there, but yeah, they're really big, really good sized, really strong pieces of wood. See, that's the sound that a good piece of wood makes. When you get an allotment plot, and if you've got your first allotment plot, you will become obsessed with wood. Wood is just amazing, and every time you get a piece of wood, you'll be like, yes, a piece of wood. I'm thinking of making another raised bed with this, and I'm thinking of making it here, basically. So right here in front of my shed, there's quite a big patch of wood chip here, which I just basically wood chipped over in front of my shed and built the pond there, and that's just the way it works out. So I was thinking of having a raised bed basically here and moving the old wheelbarrow out the way and everything. What do you think? Let's see if those pieces of wood do stretch along. Alright, so bear with me here guys, but the vision is so essentially it'll be there. I have to chop it down a little bit, but it'll be there like that. I think that works. I don't know why, but I need more growing space, and I think in front of the shed having a nice bed there, whacking. Oh my god, that's you, Harry. My gosh, I thought someone was on my plot, mate. Scared the poo out of me. Right. Where was I? Oh yeah, I think having like a bed here with growing some flowers and stuff in front of my shed would be really nice. I'm going to do that, I think. I just need to find a couple more pieces of wood for there. I could probably just rip that off of a pallet or something, and just let you know, all my raised beds, they're made from wood that I found around the place, so you can probably just see they're all different lengths and they're all different. I mean, this isn't a very good example because it's fallen down, but essentially, look, it's just different pieces of wood I've found, and I've just whacked them all together. That one down the end down there, and this one here, these are made from old floorboards from our house when we had our house renovated. So you can use anything for raised beds, I think, as long as it's a piece of wood or metal or whatever. It just works. I don't know. I don't want to spend money on raised beds because they're so expensive. They're like £50–60 for a little raised bed, and they're not as big as I want them to be. So these pieces of wood, these are all pallet pieces of wood. These will be fine. These will work fine, I reckon, for like a year. No, I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, I'm going to make a little raised bed there, and I'm going to make it a no-dig one. That's what I'm going to do. So I think taking a couple of the pieces of wood off of this old pallet fence thing that my neighbour let me have would be a good idea, because I think pallets are already used to being outside. So any wood that's used to being outside can probably just live outside forever now, and that's my theory. So we're going to try and get it off. I don't know how to get wood off of wood, but we'll give it a go. I'll see how hard it is first. What we'll do is we'll assess the situation first. By that I mean, I was hoping just to be able to do that and then like get it off. Things don't work in real life like they do in my head. That's the problem. If they did, everything would be so easy. It's not gonna work. I don't know what I'm doing, because I'm just whacking it like randomly. This can't be right. I just want this piece of wood here to get off. How do you get wood off wood? A saw. God. Oh God. Oh shit. Those nails, I could have impaled myself then. Do not copy this. This is ridiculous. I did not realise those nails would be so sharp. I've done it though. Ah. Well, aside from almost impaling myself, this is basically all I've managed to do. Just sort of like rip it to little pieces, but like none of it's usable now because I can't use this piece of wood now because I've bloody ripped it and it's got nails all sticking out of it. So essentially I've just created a death trap for myself and absolutely no usable wood. Everyone always says to me, use pallet wood, get a pallet, rip it apart. It's not as simple as just ripping it apart, see? It's not that easy. It's really, really bloody hard. So I'm not going to do that because I will impale myself. I don't really want to do that. So let's put these tools back. My husband watches this and has a heart attack. We've got to come up with another plan for wood. So I'm going to go on a scavenger's hunt around the plot and see if there's any wood anywhere that I can just nab that no one's using. So I'll put my glasses on so I can see where I'm going. I'll take my little GoPro. I've got, oh, I can't see anything because my glasses are stained up. I've got a little GoPro, so I'll film on that. There. Oh, it's like wearing a mask again. This is what happens every time I wear a mask. She's a master cleaner actually, that's what I do. Let's go on a scavenger's hunt. Oh. Right. Here we go. I hope I don't look too much like that boy who does the train spotting. You know, when he's like that. Francis something. Anyway, here we go. Right. Old hamster cage. Might be useful for something. Like a hamster. You got some wood. Looks like they're going to burn that or something now. Oh, there's a nice mattress there. You can have a little snooze while you're doing your allotment. Brilliant. Thank you. Whoever dumped that there. It's a nice allotment. That's a nice polytunnel. Must be nice to have a polytunnel. Swing it. Look at this. Found a good amount of wood here, sitting here, and technically it's on a pathway, but it might belong to them. So I'm not going to take it because I don't know whose wood that is. I want to steal from anyone. Look what this person's put on their allotment plot. This is absolutely brilliant. You're going to love this. Possibly a little bit illegal, but still hilarious. It's a stop and go sign. Can you believe it? Where did they find that? That is absolutely genius. And on the other side it says go. That is genius. I don't know where they found it, but there we go. Well, there we go. No wood for us. Oh, I'll take those off. No wood for us today. We went on a good old scavenger hunt. I'm only looking on the paths, the communal paths, where people basically take down old sheds and stuff like that, and they just put the wood on the path. I come along, scavenge it up, use it for something else. And that's what I love about allotment plots, that we all just scavenge stuff. But obviously that wood looked too good quality. I'm not going to take something that I think someone's actually gone out of their way to collect. It's just, you know, just rude, basically. I'm going to leave it there because it's absolutely freezing cold. We didn't get very much done. We didn't get anything done, but it's so good to get out every day, and it's so pretty here in the frost and the cold and stuff, and I feel really invigorated and ready for the rest of the day now. Not much goes on in January. There's just not much to do. Some days I'll do more, some days I'll do less, and these vlogs are very much just a real representation of having an allotment plot. People aren't on their plots every day working really hard, and I'm trying to portray a really realistic view of allotment plots. And if some days you get to your plot and all you do is maybe sit, have a cup of tea, have a little mooch around and go home, that is perfectly fine. That's what I do too. That's what I did today, and it just feels so good to just get out and potter about. So don't feel like you have to be productive every single day on an allotment plot, because sometimes you can just potter about and you feel like you've done so much. Hope you enjoyed the vlog today. If you did, do subscribe to my channel, check out my blog, check out my Instagram, check out my Facebook page, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be on Wednesday. So see you Wednesday, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.